It rained profusely for 3 days. I could hear the thunder and the shatters outside my house. The lightning passed through the glass pane into my living room as I sat beside the fireplace involved in a book. The sudden thunder and lightning brought shivers in me as I woke up to close the shattering window. I peeped out to see the darkness stretched for miles apart. The trees were swaying from left to right, enjoying the showers of the night. Darkness had. I sat alone by the fireplace on my chair, rocking, feeling the coldness of the night. All of a sudden the powers went off. I was also engulfed in pitch of darkness, sending me shivers through my body. As I woke up to get the candle from the kitchen, my legs wouldn't move a further. It was stuck there in fear of darkness. I brought in courage and moved forward, humming a tune to myself to forget the fear that had fully engulfed me by now. With the mild light of my mobile phone, I started looking out for the candle. My heart was pounding. I could hear them beat heavily and strongly than before, which gave me the feel that I am still alive. Finally, I heaved a sigh of relief when I found the candle. I was about to light it when suddenly the phone rang. I gave a screech of fear, throwing the candle away from hand, which I had found with a lot of difficulty. I picked the call. It was my mote on the other side. With a shaking voice, it said, "Hello." Mom asked me what happened. I told her that the power had gone and it had been raining here for 13 days, making it difficult to move out of the house for the past 3 days. I was a businesswoman and had been busy all time. Since I was tired of my hectic life, I thought I would take a break and spend my days in Udi, where I had hired a cottage to stay for a few days. My mom was in London right now. She had gone there as my sister-in-law was delivering her first baby. Otherwise my mom would have been with me here right now. This point of time I missed her a lot. I always had a phobia for darkness, and it grew even more now. As I lay down on the couch, within minutes I fell asleep. It was a loud screech which woke me up around midnight. The screeches brought in shivers to me. I opened my eyes and felt that it had stopped raining, but it was still dark all over. I lighted the candle again and peeped out of the window. All I could hear were the dogs howling. I cursed them for that. Do they need to howl at this time only? My heartbeats grew louder. I could clearly hear each and every beat of it. Again a shrill sound of so. My heart missed a beat and I gave a louder shriek than the one I had heard before. The powers came on at the same time. Maybe God had sensed it, that if he left me like this anymore I would die of fear. A girl was standing just outside my window, blood stained. My blood became cold. I froze at this sight. No, I could not move. I was so much in fear that my mind had switched off. Remembered the stories my colleagues had told me before I booked the cottage. I calmed her down, gave her some water and also first aid for her wounds, and then something to eat. Now I listened to her story. She said she was kidnapped by a few people, and there was a gang of people for that, who kidnap children and send them for begging and earn money through them. If they do not abide by what they say, they would be brutally beaten up. She was a prey to them today and was beaten up just because she refused to do what they wanted. So this made me realize that the shriek which the people used to hear in this cottage was coming from there and not a ghost, as all the people there had thought. They refused to open their doors, fearing that it could be the ghost when they heard cries of help. If they would have done it, then they could have saved many innocent children like her. She looked very scared and innocent. I told her not to get scared and that I would save her from their clutches and also the other children who were there. I immediately called the police and they reached my cottage around 4 in the morning. The girl recited the entire story to them and the police nabbed the gang of Panch and also rescued the small innocent children from their clutches. The police congratulated